One drink can feel strangely different on Ozempic or Mounjaro. The biggest reason is usually not that alcohol became magically stronger. These drugs often leave you with less food in your stomach, less fluid in reserve, and a much smaller margin for error. That shift can make the same drink feel harsher, later, more confusing, and less predictable than before. Many people notice it after a dose increase or during active weight loss. They eat less without fully noticing it, then drink like they used to. What changed is not just the glass. The body receiving it changed first. Ozempic, semaglutide, and Mounjaro, tirzepatide, slow how fast the stomach empties. They also cut appetite, so a normal dinner can turn into a few bites. Alcohol then lands in a body with less food support, more nausea risk, and less protection against dehydration. I'm Dr. Kim, a licensed physician. This is not medical advice. Consult your doctor. That does not mean everyone on these drugs gets drunk faster in the same neat way. Some people feel tipsy earlier, others mainly feel nauseated, flushed, lightheaded, or wiped out the next morning. The pattern depends on food, fluids, sleep, and diabetes medication used that day. That split matters because people often think alcohol changes only one thing: intoxication. In real life, it can worsen stomach symptoms and dehydration. In some people with diabetes, it can also raise the risk of low blood sugar later. Those problems can overlap, so alcohol may hit you in a less predictable way than before. The stomach piece is the easiest to understand. These drugs slow digestion, and alcohol can irritate the stomach lining. After a small meal, that combination can trigger nausea, reflux, bloating, or vomiting much faster than expected. The dehydration piece is common too. If appetite has been low all day, fluids are often low too. Add alcohol, sweating, diarrhea, or poor sleep, and the next drink can feel draining, headachy, and strangely heavy instead of relaxing. Carbonation can make that worse for some people. Fizzy drinks may feel lighter at first, but they can aggravate bloating and reflux when the stomach is already moving slowly. That is one reason a drink that once felt easy can suddenly feel like a bad trade. That same low intake setup can also distort timing. Some people do not feel much at first, then feel worse later than expected. A smaller meal, slower stomach emptying, and drinking too quickly can make the evening feel less intuitive. That is also why drink type can matter less than the conditions in which you drank. Sweet drinks can fool people here. A sugary cocktail may go down more easily. It still does not fix nausea, dehydration, or later blood sugar trouble in a vulnerable person. Ease of drinking is not the same as safety. The bigger issue is the state your body was already in before the first drink. That body state matters because the same drink does not carry the same risk for everyone. Less food, less fluid, diabetes medications, and active side effects can all shrink the safety margin. That is why even one or two drinks can become a much riskier setup for some people than for others. When the safety margin is smaller, symptom confusion becomes a bigger problem. Shakiness, sweating, weakness, or confusion may be misread as just being tired or tipsy. That confusion can delay action when the real problem is dropping blood sugar. Older adults deserve extra caution too. They may already have lower fluid reserve, more medications, and slower recovery after dehydration. If dizziness starts, it can be hard to sort out the cause. That is one reason the same symptom after drinking does not always mean the same thing. Body change also matters. Age can change alcohol response, and ongoing weight loss can change it too. The same amount of alcohol can feel different over time. Someone may say, "I only had what I always have." Even so, your body may not handle that drink the same way now. That shift matters even more when other stressors are added on top. Risk rises during weeks with vomiting, diarrhea, poor intake, fresh dose escalation, or active dehydration. A person with stable meals and no diabetes medications is not in the same bucket as someone stacking several of those factors together. Those risk factors matter more than whether the pen says Ozempic or Mounjaro. When those risks stack up, warning signs matter more. Repeated vomiting and severe upper abdominal pain both matter. Being unable to keep fluids down matters too. If you have diabetes or use insulin, some symptoms deserve quick attention. Fainting, severe confusion, waking sweaty and shaky, or feeling mentally off later that night or the next morning all count. If the pattern looks more like stomach upset, the drink may be amplifying the medication's stomach effects. If it looks more like low blood sugar, check your blood sugar right away. Get help if the symptoms are severe. You do not need a perfect label first. Act fast if the pattern looks more like low blood sugar, dehydration, or severe pain than a routine stomach reaction. In real time, stop drinking if symptoms start moving in the wrong direction. Take fluids seriously. If blood sugar might be low, check it rather than guessing. If you cannot keep fluids down, get urgent care. If you pass out or severe abdominal pain builds, get urgent care instead of trying to sleep it off. Once the immediate danger is handled, think about how to lower the odds next time. Do not drink on an empty stomach. Eat deliberately, not casually, before or with alcohol. Go slower than your old instinct tells you. Your old tolerance may no longer match your current weight, intake, and hydration. Spacing matters too. A quick second drink can land badly when the first one has not declared itself yet. That slower feedback is one reason people overshoot. Waiting longer than you used to is often smarter than trusting your old pacing instinct. Some people need extra monitoring because their blood sugar can still drop after drinking. If you use medicines that can cause low blood sugar, pay closer attention that night and the next morning. If you use a continuous glucose monitor, actually watch it. If you do not use one, symptoms plus timing matter even more. It also helps to pick your days. Alcohol is more likely to go badly during weeks of nausea, constipation, vomiting, poor sleep, or recent dose escalation. Late exercise can make that setup worse by leaving you lower on fuel before you even start drinking. On those days, the safest choice may be not drinking at all. That is simply respecting the body you have that week. Repeated bad nights should change whether drinking still makes sense for you. People often ask whether they need to quit alcohol forever on these medications. Some do not. The better question is whether drinking now goes well often enough to keep doing it. The bottom line is simple. Ozempic or Mounjaro can make alcohol feel different because the body around the drink changed first. Less food, slower stomach emptying, and lower fluid reserve explain most of the shift. For some people, especially those on diabetes medications that can cause low blood sugar risk adds another layer. If alcohol feels harsher or less predictable now, believe that pattern early and adjust. Medicine simplified. That's what this channel does. If you want more, hit subscribe. This is not medical advice. Consult your doctor.